I have no. Oh, wait. This is terrible. It's just ruining my live stream all the time. Um, I don't know why. It just stops the live. It just stops it and says the connection is bad in regards to the application, and then it just closes down. And then apparently the application then begins. Sometimes if I let it go, it then pick up on it, and then it begins to send data, but there's nothing to receive the data because it's already broken on YouTube. So I haven't, I didn't have any problems with this in the past. So it must be a Google nonsense, thing, maybe a trick to not make you upload so much or something like that, because there was no problems in the past, and now there's full of problems. But anyway, we came to good works. Christ is our justification and righteousness. Therefore our works are good only to the extent that they are of Christ, but in so far as they are ours, they are neither right nor good. That's number 22. Greedy clerics, or clerics, I guess clerics. I don't know if we can copy. A clergyman or other person in religious order. Cleric. Yeah, of course. Or a man of the cloth, as it can be called. A member of the clergy and spiritual leader of the Christian church. Anyway, 23. Christ abhors the property and pomp of this world. Therefore those who gather up wealth for themselves in his name slander him terrible when they make him a pretext for their avarice. That's one of these little, I guess, older words. Avarice, desire for wealth, personified as one of the deadly sins. Extreme greed for material wealth. Avarice. That's hard to say. Avarice. So, avarice and willfulness, misusing God's name for financial gains, including sales of indulgences, violates the third commandment. Let's see, what is the third commandment? You have, don't have any other gods. I lost it, apparently. Wow, my brain is not working as it should. Oh, I'm looking forward to the summer. Hopefully, the madness will stop a little, at least a little. Let's see, what is the third commandment? I can't even remember. Oh my, I should be able to remember all those commandments on the 10 commandments, but I can't. My brain is just totally dead. First one, as far as I recall, don't have any other gods, right? We have the in regards to don't take the name of God in vain. Is that the second one? What is the third one? Can't even remember. Okay, let's see. Third commandment. I should really I should work on remembering all of these commandments. Do not take the Lord's name in vain. Okay, yeah, but I'm not sure that would fit the but that seems to be, well, anyway. Okay. Let's see here. So, but he thinks that misusing God's name for financial gains, including sale of indulgences, violates the third commandment. Okay. Well, yeah, maybe there's, a further meaning on in regards of God's name and all that, but not using the name of God, and making it into nothing, a title, I think would be breaking the third commandment. But anyway, yeah. and saying that something is in regards of God when it's not. I would, yeah. But anyway, okay. But I guess he's hitting the Roman Catholic clergy, Christian liberty, 24. No Christian is bound to do those things which God has not decreed. Therefore, one may eat all food at all times, from which one learns that the decree about cheese and butter is a Roman swindle. Now, of course, there are commandments in the Bible not to eat specific things. Now, as far as I recall, they broke the fast of Friday. This was a Roman tradition to not eat meat on Friday, but I don't know all the details. But one of the movies, they were eating pork, and pork is unclean food, so according to the Torah. So, but of course, as far as I can see, he's not talking about pork here, but at least in the movie they break the fast in regard to the Friday fast in regards of eating meat. This man-made doctrine of not eating meat. Now, of course, it's the idea in regards to the meat, not in regards to the pork. If they couldn't have access to the scriptures, of course, they wouldn't know that pork is considered unclean. Of course, they could ask the Jews and the Mohammedans, but of course, the Mohammedans defile the food by sacrificing it to Allah, which have no son, so you shouldn't eat their food. But anyway, 24. No Christian is bound to do those things which God has not decreed. Therefore, one may eat all food at all times, from which one learns that the decree about cheese and butter is a Roman swindle. Now, I can't remember in regards of the butter and cheese, but it wouldn't be a surprise in regards of a thing in regards of that, but I can't remember. Maybe I've heard a little about it and just forgotten about it, but you can probably dig further into things. Well, apparently there was some kind of, abstinence food, Catholic answer. Well, probably some kind of Roman bullshit, But, in regards of cheese and butter. Cheese and butter should be biblical clean, so there shouldn't be any problem on those levels. So, 25. But yeah, I don't know in regards to the pork sausages, but at least in at least one of the movie, if not both of them, they sit and eat pork sausages. And I think I've read other places as well in regards to this pork thing. So it's interesting that it's the decree about cheese and butter is a Roman swindle. But there's nothing in the Bible saying that you are not allowed to eat cheese and butter. So on certain days and all that. So except that there's one fasting day in the year, the Day of Atonement, where you are to inflict yourself, and different ways to inflict yourself. Of course, is one of the things that the Jews did to inflict themselves was to fast. So anyway. 25. Time and place is under the jurisdiction of Christian people, from which we learn that those who fix time and place deprive Christians of their liberty. Well, in regards to the time and place, we should do accordingly to the Bible, because we actually have the festivals of Jehovah found in the Bible. Of course, the Romanizers have always attacked the Judaizers for keeping these, Judaizing festivals and blah 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 blah, But that's what we should do, because if we actually keep the festivals, we know that there's some true festivals, but then we also know that there's some fake festivals, and those are, of course, the Roman traditions, which, all the pagan festivals that we keep pretty much today, is, Christ Mass, Easter, Halloween, and whatnot of nonsense, and Sunday, and all that. That's Rome that is promoting it, and Romanizers who usually promote this bullshit, and you can look at throughout history how that has gone. Anyway, 26, nothing is more displeasing to God than hypocrisy. Thus we learn that all is done for mere show among men is gross hypocrisy and extravagance. I don't know how to say that, but we can. Oh, do I actually have no, I don't have the apps on the second screen. That would be nice to actually have. I usually had the different, the different dictionaries up on the second screen, because then you could quickly, and usually that's what I was using. So let's see, let's put that down, and let's take that down as well. That as well. Well, let's just take them all down if we can from the second screen. The second screen is, it's pretty good when you that's at least one. I don't know if I should put the others up there as well. That's two. I guess it's not a bad idea to. Oh, we have 5 spots on the second screen. Let's take this one as well. So there we go. So we can easily go in directly to this one. Extravagance, the quality of exceeding the appropriate limits, excessive spending. And that reminds me, I really should wash some clothing today and get some toilet paper as well. I'm running low on that. So, I don't know how they have, I was sick for a time, and I'm still, I guess, sort of sick. I need some toilet paper. I can't go on without some toilet paper. Well, I maybe could, but it's kind of nice to have some toilet paper. Anyway, 26, nothing is more displeasing to God than hypocrisy. Thus we learn that all is done for mere show among men is gross hypocrisy and and there we go again with the extravagance. Hypocrisy and extravagance, hoods, insignia, plates, etc., and so on, fall under this condemnation. Etc. is Latin. I don't like using Latin, so. And so on, fall under this condemnation. So order of sex. I can't even say that. I guess it's a little hard for my speech at the moment. Sect and sects, I guess. All Christian men are brothers of Christ and brothers to one another, and shall create no father for themselves on earth. Religious orders, sects, brotherhoods, and so on fall under this condemnation. That would also be, I guess, the Roman Catholics, calling themselves fathers, and the so-called Holy Father and all that bullshit in Rome. Marriage of clergy, 28, all that God has allowed or not forbidden is righteous, therefore marriage is permitted to all human beings. There isn't any commandment that says that you shouldn't be able to marry. So you have, of course, people choosing, that some people choose or by force in regards of not marrying, but it shouldn't be a commandment to. That's anyway. And then you have these priests and even Mohammedans going after children, right? Yeah, because Mohammed married well, he made the contract when she was 6 years old and had intercourse with Aisha when he was 54 years old, when she was 9. So that's kind of, yeah. And you see the Roman Catholic priests are, what do you call it? Predators on children. It's utterly disgusting. So 29, all who are known as clergy sin when they do not protect themselves by marriage after they have become conscious that God has not enabled them to remain chaste. A vow of chastity. 30, that those who rashly promise chastity outside of matrimony require too much of themselves. From this we learn that those who make such vows do wrong to devout people. Excommunication. 31. No particular person can impose the ban, excommunication, upon any other. This can only be done by the church, that is, the full congregation of those among whom the one to be banned dwells, together with the watchman, that is, the pastor. 32. One may ban only the person who gives public offense. Illegally obtained property. 33. Property acquired via unrighteousness means shall not be given to temples, monasteries, cathedrals, clergy, or nuns, but to the poor and needy, if it cannot be returned to the legal owner. Yeah, so some disgusting practices of just slaying the so-called heretics and taking their things, you know. I had one Catholic tell me, oh, you know, the Roman Catholic never murdered anyone. You know, well, you know, that's you know, that's just so disgusting how they can just wash their hands. See, it was the states that did it. We didn't do anything. It was the states that did it, you know. And who pushed them to do it, you know? Who was the one that wanted these people to die, you know? Yeah, we just handed these people over to the government, and then they did it, you know. Oh, okay. It's just incredible how disgusting Roman Catholics can just wash their hands clean from any blood, you know, or any filthy, you know. Roman Catholics are just disgusting. I have one guy on the Roman papacy, and I can really feel him, you know, in regards of Roman Catholics, and he really goes, well, he hasn't made that much as far as I can see on YouTube, but apparently he had like 3 videos that is pretty good, and I can understand him, you know. He's a little angry and all that, but he's direct on things, and I can absolutely understand him. Anyway, the magistracy, apparently that's 33 and 34. I don't know why that would be. Let's see here. Oops. That would be nice to actually also have this application put on the. So maybe that should be one of the applications I should put. Anyway, let's see here. 10, 10, 10, that's 30, right? And we are at 33, okay. Now, there's a lot of blue, you know. 33, let's see. There. Here we actually have 33 and 34, so, you know, about illegal property. 33, that property unrighteously acquired shall not be given to temples, monasteries, cathedrals, clergy, or nuns, but to the needy, if it cannot be returned to the legal owner. You know, all those things that the Roman Catholic maniac institution has stolen from people. About magistracy, that's 34. The spiritual, so-called power has no justification for its pomp in the teaching of Christ. I guess that must be in regards of, again, the papacy. But okay, the so-called. So why isn't this actually 33? What? Oh, has they made I think they have made an error because 33 is up there. So I don't understand why 33 should be there. Anyway, so-called spiritual authority of a ranked order has no justification or foundation in Scripture for its fanfare in the teaching of Christ. I don't know, in regards of how it's actually, I think it's better, in regards of the translation here. The spiritual so-called power has no justification for its pomp in the teaching of Christ. Sounds more like that, in regards of the Roman Catholic maniac institution, whereas the other one has less of but anyway, the magistry, that would be the Catholic. You have to recall that it's the Roman Catholics that is, that's not really, Protestants is going to explode at this point, of course, but no definition. Yeah, okay. Okay, where's my water? It's very sad with my that's very sad with my nose. It's a little blocked up and so apparently it's continuing a little in regards of being sick, I guess. I haven't been eating the best food either, but of course when shops are kicking you out and the mad world outside, pretty much, it's an insane world. Anyway, the 35, the laity derives power and confirmation from the works and teachings of Christ. 33, all power and protection claimed by the priestly authorities actually belongs to the state as long as they seek to be Christians. I do wonder how that. But yeah, okay. At least no government should be under the authority of the papacy because the papacy is the Antichrist. 34 or 37, 38, all Christians owe obedience to the state without exception, unless the state commands that which is contrary to God. That's good, yeah. Yep, yeah, if someone says that you should murder or something like that, no. Let's see here. Okay. So here they just collected it together. That's pretty good, this one, I think. Let's just fix it up on Gap as well. Oops. Yeah, as long as the government doesn't go contrary to... oops, it needs to be this. No, we need to go back. Oh. I think there are some programs that works with GAF that would be pretty nice instead of this browser experience. It's not so good. But a lot of the applications have blocked GAP. But as far as I recall, there are still some applications that one can get that actually can get on GAP. I think, anyway. I'm not sure. But on GAP's website, they don't really seem to... I guess I can do it like this. Dakia, Jesus God, Pope 666. And Bible README. I guess that's pretty good, I guess. I didn't really know in regards of how it worked out, so it should have been the other way around, I guess. Dakia in this, and then Jesus, God, and Pope 666, right? But yeah, it's a kind of I didn't know how it worked. So it's only the one name I can change, not the other. Of course, I couldn't make a new account and all that. But anyway, let's post this. That's annoying. Well, I'm sure my body needs some exercise, and I'm too fat as well. So it's like a bad combination at the moment. I'm too fat at the moment. I'm just tired of everything, and you know, all my joints that is in pain, and you know, pain. I do have something. I found something that I want to try out. I'll need to pay for that. I should have known about it maybe 20 or 30, no, 20 over 20 years ago, but maybe it can actually cure the thing that was my second issue of issues that could have sorted things out. It was actually interesting in regards of how the immune system, they talk about the immune system actually being low when it has to battle fungus all the time. So it seems like I found a product that they seem to actually be able to fix it in a couple of days. That would be interesting if that works. You know, while the white coat murderers haven't been able to find anything. But then, of course, you know, so many issues overall. But you know, getting old and having it, you know, and the state hasn't helped. You know, the state has just pretty much also been seemingly trying to be out to murder me, it seems as well. So it's disgusting. Just all these things coming together, just totally trying to smash you as a, you know, as a child, getting older, and the government is just out to get you with the medical mafia. It's just, you know, it's just so much disgusting filth in this world. Anyway, 39. Oh, actually, it would be interesting to actually read it in this one. I see 38. Give me a break with the Roman numbers. 30, 36, 37, 38. Yeah, so to them, furthermore, all Christians owe obedience without exception, in so far as they do not command that which is contrary to God. In regards of the magistracy, I guess the government as well, including. Okay. "39. Therefore all the laws shall be in harmony with the divine will, so that they protect the oppressed, even if he does not complain. File a formal complaint or charge." That's a good thing as well. I think we'll just copy that as well. That's wonderful. That makes sense as well. That should be what the government should, you know. But now they have gone murderers, you know. They just want to murder you. If the government is not for the people, then what's the purpose, you know? The government should always be for the people. And when it works for Antichrist, it seldom is for the people anymore. Then it becomes wicked, evil, right? You know? Yeah, that's pretty good. Let's see here. Where is oh, there we go. No. This one. "So therefore all the laws shall be in harmony with the divine will, so that they protect the oppressed, even if he does not complain. File a formal complaint or charge." 40. "They alone may put to death justly, also only those who give public offense. God has," okay, this is parentheses, "God has given authority to the state, not to individuals, to administer the death penalty." 41, if they give good advice and help those for whom they must give an account to God, then these owe to them bodily assistance. Okay. 42, but if they are unfaithful and transgress the laws of Christ, they may depose in the name of God. Depose. What does that, leave. Okay. So what he's saying, that people may work for the government if they do according to the laws of Christ, but if they are unfaithful, they may, depose, to forced to leave, leave the office. If the government goes corrupt and it forces you to do something corrupt, you are then, you are, what do you call it, deposed to leave in the name of God. 43, in short, the realm of he who rules in the name of God alone is best and most stable, and he who rules in accordance with his own will is worse and most unstable. Yeah, I think that's pretty, overall from the Bible, you had good kings and you had bad kings. The good kings did what God wanted them to do, and the bad kings did the opposite, pretty much. Oh, yeah. It's interesting. I'm still, having my issues. Prayer and worship, 44. Real petitioner. Oh, no. We lost the connection again, I think. No? Well, it does say that the network is bad. But it's still uploading, so I don't know what is going on here. Yeah, I don't know. It hasn't gone to 0. So 44, real petitioners, true worshippers. I don't know how you say that, but let's try that. 1, praying humbly. Petitioner, okay. So real petitioners, true worshippers, called to God in spirit and truth, without great fanfare before men. Yeah. Okay. That's the Roman Catholic Church really, and that's also a problem I have when people make videos and they let's take a prayer and it just seems a little like like the Roman Catholics showing themselves to be righteous and good people, and showing off in some sense. But yeah, Jesus said that we should just go into our in some sense prayer closet, right, into the dark room and pray to God where no one can see you. So not to do it visible and all that. So I maybe I'm a little, of course you could pray with other believers, but it shouldn't be to show off, and to show you holier than thou, right? I'm not sure if you can holier than whatever, holier is that. I think that's like a expression, right? Holier than, yeah, there we go. Excessively or hypocritical piety.
Holier than thou. Holier than thou.
Holier than thou. Yeah.
Holier than thou.
I wonder where I got that expression from, but that's actually yeah. Anyway, so that's one of the reasons why when people pray in videos, I usually don't. I just go, and speed to the, speed by it. Yeah. Anyway. Might be a little too faulty on that, but anyway. Who knows? But yeah, where did we go? So, insofar as they do not command that which is contrary to God. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah. Therefore, all their laws shall be in harmony with the divine will, so that they protect the oppressed, even if he does not complain. Yeah, we read that. I guess we are. I think it was the prayers, right? Yeah. Real petitioners call to God in spirit and truly, without great ado before men, or fanfare. Isn't that another better word? Yeah. Anyway, the next one, it was like 10. I'm not sure which number this actually is. I can't even remember. I was like, you have X, you have an L, and you have a V. So we have a 10 and 5. So it's at 45 or 50. No. Let's see. If that's 10 and that's 50, then it's 40 to 45, I think. Okay. Hypocrites do their work so that they may be seen by men, also receive their reward in this life. Yeah, you do something, don't let it, don't blow the trumpet about it. Hence it must always follow, this is 36, I think. Hence it must always follow that the church, song, and outcry without devoutness, and only for reward, is seeking either fame before the men or gain. I guess it probably maybe is a better version over here. Hypocrites, that's 45. Hypocrites do their work so they may be seen by men, also receive their reward in this life. 46. Thus loud singing and outcry without devoutness, which is done only for reward, is seeking either fame before men or gain, material or financial. Offenses. 47. A man should prefer to suffer bodily death before he offends or slanders a Christian. Okay. Offense or slander. So, slander would be to say something that is not true about someone, right? Words falsely spoken that damage the reputation, or I guess the name of the person, right? I guess that would probably be the better word. I still have some problems in regards to understanding the idea of name, right? But you have a name, and to not defile your name, right? In some sense, you're anyway, offense cause to feel resentment or indictment, act in disregard of laws, rules, contracts, or promises. Anyway. So a man should prefer to suffer bodily death before he offends or slanders a Christian. 48. Whoever through foolishness or ignorance is offended without cause, 48, should not be left sick or weak. So whoever through foolishness or ignorance is offended without cause should not be left sick or weak, but he should be made strong, that he may not consider that which is not a sin to be a sin, the cause of the offense, which is not a sin to be a sin. So whoever through foolishness or ignorance is offended without cause should not be left sick or weak, but he should be made strong, that he may not consider that the cause of the offense, which is not a sin, to be a sin. I'm not sure how that is totally to be understood. So that's kind of now how do